Yeah. Hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. Today we're going to continue our journey on PMBOK 7 series. Today's video we're going to talk about the tailoring process. In my earlier videos we talked about what is PMBOK 7, what is it, what is the difference between PMBOK 6 and 7, how the structure of it. We also talked about project management principles and project performance domains like stakeholders, team, life cycle, etc. Right? So today we are continuing the next topic in PMBOK 7 standard from PMI is tailoring. Let's understand what is tailoring. Let's get some overview about on tailoring. So tailoring is a deliberate adaptation of project management approach, governance and processes and make them suitable, right? So every project has its own context to it. Every project has its own size. Every project has its own purpose to it. So the tailoring is becoming very deliberate adaptation and make it suitable for your project context, goals and operating environment. The project manager need to understand, or the people who are leading the projects need to understand the project context, goals and operating environment, right? It also involves a mindful selection and adjustment of multiple project factors. So project factors can be of people, the experience of the people, your tools, right? Your artifacts. So you need to have a mindful selection of based on the organization assets and lessons learned of previous projects. So you have a mindful selection and adjustment of multiple project factors, right? So overall is the tailoring process is driven by the project management principles of PMI standards of project management and organizational value and culture, right? Definitely tailoring is involving based on the organizations being performing the project and the customer as well, right? So organization value and culture plays very important role in tailoring. Why at all we should tailor? Let's consider building a nuclear reactor versus building a new office building, right? Look at the context, look at the complexity, look at the magnitude of work involved in this two different projects. So definitely building a nuclear reactor is need much more careful adaptation of your processes, your factors and artifacts and many things, right? It's comparatively more complex compared to building a new office building, right? So that's the reason it makes a lot of sense to tailor your processes and many things based on your project context. Tailoring should suit the organization, the performing organization. It should it should have the follow the industry standards. It should suit the industry. Pharmaceutical project will should adopt pharmaceutical standards and industry standards and everything. An operating environment in which you are in, the project needs, project goals, stakeholder needs, all these you need to tailor that. Communication, whether it deals with the 10-member team or that deals with the 200 people team, right? Project management maturity, at what level of maturity is the teams operating. So you need to tailor your things based on these factors. What is the benefits of tailoring? You can build a customer oriented focus. That's very very essential to have higher NPS and customer satisfaction score. So tailoring is playing a very important role in getting these metrics right. The efficient use of resources also another benefit of it, right? You can you need to benefit according to the the resources you are availing, the resources you are looking for it. So you can efficiently use that. What to tailor, right? We discussed about overview, we discussed about why at all we are going for tailoring. But what are the areas we need to tailor? What are the areas the project manager look at, or leadership, project management leadership team should look at it? PMBOK 7 talks about at least 5 areas, the project manager, project management, the leadership team to look at it. The first one is the life cycle and development approach selection. Right. Let's take an example: building a new data center. You can use a hybrid approach here. For building a physical building, you can use a predictive approach. For establishing a computing capabilities, you can use iterative approach. Right, that's how we can tailor that. So each team will not may not follow each other approach, but it's unique for us. That uh, the team is part of the physical building, they will use only predictable approach. The team is building computing capabilities, will take care of agile approach. So you can tailor and use the hybrid approach here for building a new data center. So similarly, based on the product or project context, goals and stakeholder needs, you can identify your life cycle and development approach. We discussed in one of the videos, we discussed what are the different life cycle development approach available, right? Multiple methods are available: predictive, iterative, incremental, hybrid, agile, CI/CD. There are many approaches are available which you can use for it. The next area a project manager to look at is the processes. The processes you're going to use it for your project performing, way you want to perform your works, right? There are 5 ways you can align, or you can tailor your processes: adding new processes, right? Adding independent inspections for safety critical projects. We can add a new independent inspections. We can add different layers of inspection, right, for a safety critical projects. Modifying the format of the documents to customers and stakeholders. So you can vary. In my previous company, we used to modify our statement of work, contract, documents to according to our customers. So every customer will follow a different format. They look for a different, aspects in it actually. Removing certain processes, like removing a creation of minutes, you know, minutes of meeting for a small and a co-located teams, right? So a small co-located team may not need this process. You can eliminate. You can simplify that. Tailoring by blending. Blending, example is blending 5 analysis and fishbone method for cost analysis. Instead of using one method, you can use blended actually, and you can create a template according to that. Tailoring by aligning, right? Aligning the multiple standards and practices associated with the risk management. See, when you work on a multidisciplinary mechanism, right? So when you work with a multi-vendor setup, a customer can work with the multiple vendors. So customer should align multiple standards and practices, give that alignment in terms of what they are following as a risk management. How to align that performing organizations with them is very important, right? The next 3 areas are engagement, tools, methods, and artifacts. Let's talk about engagement, right? There are 3 areas of engagement, like people engagement, right? Engaging your people. Identifying the right set of skill set, right set of experience, right? A complex project will require a mature people and more experienced people. A simple project will require, we can work with the freshers, less experienced people, right? Empowerment of people, right? Empowerment of your team, right? Agile team is requiring, more empowerment. It's operating in a self-organizing team, right? So it needs more empowerment. The predictive approach are, where we have more control and everything. You can go for little more lesser empowerment and go for more monitoring kind of structure. Integration, integrating multiple vendors, or integrating your own employees with contract employees, or using a staffing channels, different channels. So you can tailor your engagement model with a different way of working in it. Actually, you can integrate. Definitely, you need a different way of engagement models here. Integrating your own employees. 80% of your team can be of your own employees. 20% you can get it from other channels, contract employees, or from a staffing channel. You can use them. You can well integrated. You can for niche areas you can build. Go for contracting, no problem at all, right? So you need to have your engagement model according to the project context. The project manager should know whether what kind of a people you need, what kind of engagement model you need, how we can empower them and everything. The next area of tailoring is the tools, right? So examples of software you're using, equipment we need for the project context, right? So it's the project team will know what is the kind of software, what are the different tools they need. It appropriate for the budget of the project, the cost also. The leadership also plays important roles in selecting the tools and everything. The final one thing you're looking at is methods and artifacts, right? The templates and reports. You can contextualize for your stakeholders, contextualize for your organization. You can contextualize for your customers as well, right? So you can choose appropriate artifacts, appropriate templates and reports, so based on your project stakeholders, right? So with that, we have come to an end of this video, right? We discussed about why at all we need tailoring, what is the need for us, what is the need for a project manager, what are the areas to be tailoring, right? So please put a comments, what are the other areas we look at. Subsequently, we're going to see other, what is in tailoring processes, and how do we tailor different performance domains in subsequent videos, right? So thanks for listening. So take care. Bye bye.